session is about the Lighthouse project for reducing leaks in water distribution networks with a solution based on the artificial intelligence. Let me introduce you to our panelists. Today I have Johannes Koch with us in studio, the head of global accountment in the water and wastewater industry at Siemens AG. We have Holger Hanss, the expert for project development for digitalization in water and wastewater industry at Siemens AG. And let's welcome Peder Welin, the account manager for vertical sales at Siemens Sweden. But before we get to the project, a general question. There is another term that always comes up in this context, the non-revenue water. What meaning has non-revenue water to the water industry, and which relation exists between non-revenue water and leaks specifically?
Well, there are certainly a lot of challenges to the water industry nowadays. Just to name a few, the aging workforce or the security of supply, for example. And non-revenue water is certainly affecting a lot of, if not most of those challenges. So what is non-revenue water? So basically and simply said, non-revenue water is having produced some water which has not reached the customer yet. And this is for several reasons. And one of the reasons is leakage. So leakage is not just a small problem occurring to very rural sites, for example, or developing areas. It's even with large major capital cities, a big problem. For example, we have that in London, where it is assumed that around 30% of the network is affected by leakage. So this is a big problem, as you can imagine. And for that, and this is exactly why we have created, based on artificial intelligence, the Siemens Industrial Water Application Suite. So this is to tap the challenges where the customers feel the pain. And so basically, the SIVA Leak Plus is, so to say, in our starting lineup. So the SIVA Leak Plus is a concept that is all about to detect leakages within inner city water distribution networks. And this is all based on artificial intelligence.
Okay, thank you, Johannes. But actually, this is not just a concept, but has been applied in a project in Sweden. So, Peder, you were one of the guys in charge locally in Sweden. So what was it all about?
Yeah, this has been a really interesting project. With we engage people both on the customer side and the product management. Everyone have been flexible and solution-minded. I would say that SIVA Leak Plus is a fantastic product that really delivers what is aimed to. This customer, Via Syd, is a customer in the very south of Sweden. Is located next to Copenhagen, Denmark, less than 20 kilometers away. The question is really, why is this done here in Sweden? In Sweden, we have a lot of lakes, a lot of water. We have over 100,000 lakes that are bigger than 200 square meters. And this is good fresh water. And in Sweden, we have, in average, 20% leakage of water. And at Via Syd, they have half of this, 10%. But it's still a big problem. And they are comparing to Copenhagen, who have 8%. And every percent is still very big volumes of water. And this water is produced, and that's cause a lot of energy that is needed to produce it. And if you save the water, you save energy, save the environment, and you reduce the carbon footprint. And not at least, you reduce the inconvenience for the subscribers.
But Peder, how did it come to this solution of Siemens? What were the main goals of the customer to choose the solution?
Via Syd, they were very serious here. They scouted the whole world for software to find the right solution, to find the leaks, and they chose Siemens and Siva Leak Plus. It have been, and they are, I would say, they are very happy so far. They have implemented in a small area called Webröd. It's about 7,000 people, and here they have been able to find leakages down to 0.05 liters per second, and they will, in future, they will come down to below 0.2 when they have more data. So it's really great.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. So very good results in achieving the shortage of leakages indeed. But my question would be, Holger, now to you as an expert. So how does the tech work in detail? Can you provide some more insights on this solution?
Yeah, sure, Maria. So at first, Siva Leak Plus is an application for permanent, continuously 24/7 full automatic monitoring for such water distribution systems. Permanent, continuously. This is till to date. It's not usual in such networks. In most of the networks, they do leakage monitoring in a manual mode. They go out with sound sticks maybe once a year, maybe every 2 years, and this is what the benefit. What's the benefit for the customer? So we have an early leak detection. So that means we do a permanent monitoring. We can find leakages within 1 or 2 days, and this is the big plus, the big benefit for customers. So Siva Leak Plus is a 100% cloud application, but we can also deliver an on-premise solution. So generally, such water distributed networks are subdivided in so-called DMAs, district metering areas. These subdivisions allows to monitor such networks with a minimum of sensors. You can't install at each pipe this kind of sensors, flow sensors, and so on. And in combination with artificial intelligence, this is what the customer helps a lot. So how it works. So flow sensors at the entry and at the outlet points of such a DMA are sending their data directly to the Siva Leak Plus application. That means normally we are doing this wireless, and maybe we have battery-driven instruments or flow meters. That means you don't need to have cabling works and so on. Yeah. That means you can install the sensors, and then you establish the connectivity to the cloud, and that's it for the customer. So the data communication between such sensors could be done via the most of the actual protocols, IoT protocols like MQTT, Sigfox, FTP, LoRaWAN, and so on. Yeah, that means Siva Leak Plus provides also a very high level of connectivity. Yeah, that means we can use different kind of sensors. It hasn't to be Siemens sensors. Also installed existing sensors can be used for the system. Yeah. Now the data arrives at our application. So what shall we do with that data? Yeah? So in this case, Siva Leak Plus is available in 3 versions. We have a so-called light version, a standard version, and an advanced version. The light version is able to detect anomalies sensor by sensor without comparing what's going to the next, what happens on the next sensor, what's going on in the network. The standard version provides the exact DMA, district metering area, where the anomaly happened. And with the advanced version, we are able to identify the leak location with an accuracy of 50 to 300 meter. And this leak localization with this kind of accuracy, this saves a lot of money if you are going for pinpointing leakages so that you can start excavation on roads, crossings, and so on. Yeah? And very important, Leak Plus is scalable in both dimensions. That means you can start with a light version and a handful of sensors. You can upgrade the sensor, the version from standard to light to advanced and so on. You can enhance the number of sensors, whatever you want. That means you can start maybe in one DMA with a small investment, but then you can go upwards and forward and forward. Yeah, that means it's not necessary to cover the complete network from the beginning. You can develop your monitoring system over your network as per your requirements. So, and then we are looking for such what the sensors are delivering. Yeah, so we can find these anomalies in such networks. But an anomaly in such a network can have several reasons. It hasn't to be a leakage, the artificial intelligence came into the game. Yeah, in our standard and advanced version, we are able to differentiate between up to 16 different kind of anomalies, like sensor or asset failures, flow, pressure drops, water quality problems, for sure, bursts, leakages, and so on. Yeah. And this is also a big plus of SIVA-Leak Plus to do that, yeah, to be able to do that, this differentiation between the different events, anomalies, and so on. Yeah. After analyzing of the data, but not only the actual data, so we are analyzing time series, yeah, because SIVA-Leak Plus is storing the data for 2 years. As an output, SIVA-Leak Plus provides alarms, notification, charts, maps, KPIs, and dashboards to the customer, which also can be sent out to other systems like a SCADA system. So as a short conclusion, I can state Leak Plus helps the customer to detect and localize leakages and also other anomalies in his network in shortest time with high precision up to localization of the leakage. And this is what saves money and supports the customer in his decision about his next activities. Yeah? That means it gives you also the information for economical decision making in the network. So if you are interested in more details of SIVA-Leak Plus, please feel free to ask in the Q&A session or make an appointment for our live demo, which I can offer to you.
Great, Holger. Thank you very much for this technical insight. It was very interesting, such a smart, intelligent tool, artificial intelligence. Well, it sounds like overwhelming at the first sight, but you told that you can start small. So you can start with a small 1 DMA, so this area, and just then go step by step extending it. All right, Peter, can the customer now already see any results? And well, how long has this project been running already?
It has been running about for half a year now, and yes, they can see results. They have made artificial leakages. They have opened some small valves, and they have been able to see small leakages down to 0.5 liter per second. But I'm sure when they have more data and the system have worked for a while, I'm sure that they will find leakages down to 0.2 liter per second, maybe even lower. So it's a great potential out there, definitely. And they started small, as Holger said here, and Simon and Victor at VA Syd have an approach that I really like. They have started at small, as we said, but they also have the saying, make mistake and then scale up. And that is exactly what they're doing now. They have started with this small city, Veberöd, with 7,000 people. They can now see it works. And now is the plan to scale up to the second biggest city in this region, Lund. It's 110,000 inhabitants about. And I think I'm pretty sure it will be a success there as well.
Yes, great. So this is very nice to hear that 2 guys, Simon and Victor, young guys at VA Syd, was just trying. They just were not afraid to make any mistakes. They started small and now extended it to a larger scale and already see the first result. And as far as I know, 0.5 or 0.2 liters a second. This is really a great success already. And my question would be now, how did it work, this collaboration? Because it's a pilot project. This is a lighthouse project. How does this work between Siemens and the customer work, especially in terms of the special demand of the customer to have the on-premise solution?
Right. This is a demand that the whole water industry in Sweden more or less have. So it was more or less a go, no go decision from our side. Either we changed our solution to on-premise solution, or we couldn't deliver it, or they couldn't use it. I think it had been really working really fine, this collaboration with the product management, with the customer at least. They are have been very helpful with input, support, what we can exchange, improvements, and also flexibility. Now we are here. It works. It really does.
Well, that means that we can offer both. So originally, this is actually a cloud solution, which we nevertheless developed as our on-premise solution. Nevertheless, Holger, I would like to ask you as a technical expert in these terms concerning these restraints or challenges of using the cloud solution.
Yeah, so if you are looking on the cloud solution, maybe we should have a first look on the benefits of such a cloud solution. So the cloud solution, with that, the customer don't need additional hardware, no additional software installation. And so in a consequence, no hardware, no software maintenance services, and so on. No uploads, no hot fixes, all that stuff which is sometimes painful for customers to maintain such systems. This will be done automatically in the background. So as a customer, you won't recognize that something happens with the software, that it's updated now, that hot fixes are installed and so on. The only thing customer needs is a web browser and access to the Siva Leak Plus project. That's all. Customer don't need a separate contract with the cloud provider. All this is regulated by or included in Siva Leak Plus. And regarding safety and security, sure, that's always a point of discussion. Siva Leak Plus as cloud application is following the highest level of IT security standards. So actually Siva Leak Plus is running on the AWS, that means Amazon Web Services in Frankfurt in Germany. And now coming to the on-premise. So we are providing on-premise in two variants. First variant, Leak Plus will be installed on a separate hardware system at customer side. Or second variant, Leak Plus will be installed on customer's virtual environment. That means customer is responsible by himself for maintaining this system. Yeah, and we need a remote access point so that we can update the software to keep it updated. Yeah? So, but as a consequence, the on-premise version, the basic investment will be higher. Yeah? And you have follow-up costs by taking care for the hardware service and maintenance. If a customer decides to go for an on-premise solution because of regulation, law, order, philosophy, it's okay for us, not a problem. On the other hand, many people are arguing because of IT security risks. My answer to this would be a question: what would be easier to defend? A cloud environment with a know-how, power, strange experience of Amazon Web Services, or my own IT environment? Yeah. So this is the question. And this is a question everybody has to answer by himself.
Thank you, Holger, for these insights, especially in terms of the benefits of the cloud solution. So we still see some customers reluctant of using cloud solutions in general, but if we can see, the important topic of IT security is already included in this solution. So you can only see the positive sides of that. But coming back to Peder, to our Swedish customer, what is the general feedback from the customer now, to sum it up, in terms of savings and benefits?
I would say that the customer in general, they are very, very satisfied with the whole product. They can see that they are saving flow meters that they have to mount into the system. Now they have this virtual DMAs, and then you don't need so many flow meters. And the flow meters cost a lot of money to install. But in the long run, of course, will save a lot of money when they are going out and pinpointing where are the leakages, which leakage should they prioritize. And this will save a lot of energy, a lot of hassle for the consumers. It will be good for everyone, I would say. And save money is, of course, a key figure in it. But the environment is fantastic as well.
Yes, and also in perspective of the future topic of sustainability, I think this is very crucial topic. And this great feedback from the customer, these great results, this is impressing, I think. Am I right, Johannes?
What should I say? Absolutely. It's exciting to get such a great customer feedback, and I'm really thrilled to have that even more. That is exactly representing the Siemens vertical approach. What does that mean? Basically, we have more than just the customer in our center and of heart and core of our portfolio, but also, of course, the whole branch, the segment, as water is. And that's also why we come up with the solutions, tailored solutions for our customers to address the challenges exactly where they origin. So basically, how do we do that, and what's our key levers? So the key levers here, definitely we are building on, are 2 points. First of all, the digitalization, and then the standardization. So meaning that we are trying to build from a standard to the digital world and thinking big. And this means that we are talking about water ontologies. And I don't want to get anybody feared here. It's just talking of ontologies means we are starting small, developing things, and getting big together with our customers in the special branch. And what I really love in this case is that this SIVA League Plus case is exactly showcasing all of it.